everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make the viral TikTok spaghetti squash, so let's get started with the video. We're going to begin by preparing our ingredients. First, dice half an onion. Next, cut 1 cup of cherry tomatoes in half. When you're finished, set the cherry tomatoes and diced onions to the side until you're ready to use them. Next, cut 1 spaghetti squash in half. Once you have cut the spaghetti squash in half, use a large spoon to scoop out the seeds. When you're finished, place the spaghetti squash on a baking sheet lined with tinfoil. Next, brush olive oil on both halves of the squash. Now season the squash with your favorite seasonings. I used seasoned salt, pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. Next, flip each half of the squash over and then use a fork to poke holes into the squash. When you're finished, place the squash in the oven at 400 degrees for 35 to 40 minutes. While the squash is in the oven, we're going to make the sauce. In a pan over medium heat, add olive oil. Then place 1 pound of ground turkey in the pan. Next, break up the ground turkey and season it. The seasonings I used were seasoned salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and Creole seasoning. Once you have finished seasoning the ground turkey, continue to cook it until it has browned. Once the ground turkey has finished cooking, remove it from the pan and set it to the side. Then, if needed, add a bit more olive oil in the pan and then add your diced onions. Sauté the onions for about 3 minutes. Then add 1 tablespoon of minced garlic and the sliced cherry tomatoes. Then sauté everything together for about 1 to 2 minutes. Once you finish sautéing your veggies, add 5.3 ounces of Boursin Garlic Herb cheese and 2 cups of heavy cream. Next, break the cheese apart, then mix it in with the heavy cream until the cheese has completely melted. Once the cheese is melted and everything is mixed together, add a 1/4 cup of shredded mozzarella cheese. Then add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of Creole seasoning, a 1/4 teaspoon of paprika, and a 1/2 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. After mixing in the seasonings, add 2 to 3 handfuls of spinach. Next, add the turkey meat back into the pan and mix everything together until well combined. When you're finished, set your sauce to the side. By now the spaghetti squash should be finished cooking, so we can move on to the next step. First, flip each half of the spaghetti squash over. Then use a fork to scrape the inside of the squash, creating spaghetti-like strands. Next, pour a few scoops of the sauce into each half of the squash. Once you've added the sauce, mix everything together. Then add shredded mozzarella cheese on top. When you're finished, place the spaghetti squash back in the oven at 400 degrees for 5 minutes. Then cook under the broiler for 3 to 5 minutes or until the top has browned. Once the squash has finished baking, take it out of the oven and sprinkle some parsley on top. And that's it, you're all finished making the viral spaghetti squash. And this is the finished result. This spaghetti squash is absolutely delicious. I completely understand why it went viral. It's healthy, full of flavor, and super easy to make. So if you're looking for a super easy, low-carb meal, then this recipe is perfect for you. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!